Imagine waking up tomorrow with the power to break free from any addiction that's been holding you back. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, what if I told you that neuroscience has uncovered a way to rewire your brain in just 9 days, potentially freeing you from the chains of addiction? This isn't science fiction. Groundbreaking work of Dr. Joe Dispenza, a neuroscientist who's revolutionizing our understanding of the brain's potential. Dr. Joe Dispenza has spent years studying the intersection of neuroscience, quantum physics, and human potential. His research has led to an astounding discovery. Our brains are far more malleable than we ever imagined. Through a process called neuroplasticity, we can actually reshape our neural pathways, effectively reprogramming our minds to break free from addictive patterns. But here's the kicker. This isn't just about addiction. This is about reclaiming control over your entire life. Imagine being able to overcome not just substance addictions, but also addictions to negative thoughts, harmful relationships, or self-destructive behaviors. The possibilities are endless. Now, you might be thinking, I've tried everything. How can 9 days make a difference? That's where the magic of Dr. Dispenza's approach comes in. By combining cutting-edge neuroscience with ancient meditation techniques, he's developed a method that can create significant changes in your brain in just over a week. Are you ready to unlock the hidden potential of your mind? To break free from the cycle of addiction and step into a life of freedom and possibility? Then buckle up, because we're about to take a deep dive into the fascinating world of neural reprogramming. By the end of this video, you'll have a roadmap to rewire your brain and transform your life in just 9 days. So, are you ready to take control of your destiny? Let's begin this incredible journey into the power of your own mind. The science behind addiction and neuroplasticity. Have you ever wondered why breaking an addiction feels like trying to swim against a raging river? The answer lies in the intricate wiring of your brain. Let's take a journey into the microscopic world of neurons and synapses that shape our behaviors and habits. Imagine your brain as a vast city, with billions of neurons acting as buildings connected by bustling highways of synapses. Every time you repeat a behavior, whether it's reaching for a cigarette or scrolling mindlessly through social media, you're essentially adding lanes to that particular highway. The more you repeat the behavior, the wider and more efficient that neural pathway becomes. This is where addiction takes hold. That once narrow side street has now become a 6-lane superhighway, and your brain automatically wants to take this well-traveled route. But here's where it gets exciting. Enter neuroplasticity, the brain's remarkable ability to rewire itself. Think of neuroplasticity as your brain's own construction crew, capable of building new roads and even entire neighborhoods. This means that no matter how deeply ingrained an addiction might be, you have the power to create new, healthier neural pathways. But that's not all. Dr. Dispenza's work also delves into the realm of epigenetics, the study of how your behaviors and environment can cause changes that affect the way your genes work. It's like having a volume control for your genes, turning them up or down based on your thoughts and actions. As we move forward, we'll explore how to harness these incredible capabilities of your brain to break free from addiction. But first, let's consider this. If your brain can change this dramatically in response to repetitive behaviors, imagine the positive transformations possible when you consciously direct that change. Are you ready to become the architect of your own neural city? The power of the 9-day approach. Why 9 days? It's not a random number pulled out of a hat. In fact, it's rooted in fascinating research on the brain's ability to form new neural connections. Studies have shown that significant changes in brain structure can occur in as little as a week with consistent, focused effort. Think back to a time when you learned a new skill, perhaps playing an instrument or speaking a new language. Remember that moment when things suddenly clicked? That's your brain forming new neural pathways in real time. Now, imagine applying that same learning process to breaking an addiction. The 9-day approach leverages this natural learning ability of your brain, but with a twist. Instead of learning a new external skill, you're relearning how to be you, a version of you free from addiction. Each day of this process builds upon the last, creating a compounding effect. It's like rolling a snowball down a hill. It starts small, but gains size and momentum as it goes. By day 9, you've created an avalanche of positive change in your neural landscape. But here's the catch. Consistency is key. Missing a day is like taking your foot off the accelerator just as you're gaining speed. That's why commitment is crucial. Ask yourself, are you ready to dedicate just 9 days to potentially change the course of your entire life? As we dive into the day-by-day breakdown, keep in mind that this journey is as much about what you're gaining as what you're leaving behind. You're not just breaking an addiction, you're building a new, empowered version of yourself. Are you excited to meet this new you? Day-by-day breakdown of the reprogramming process. Days 1-3. Awareness and intention. Imagine you're an explorer, setting foot in a new land. These first 3 days are about mapping your internal terrain. Start by asking yourself, what triggers your addictive behavior? Is it stress, boredom, or certain environments? On day 1, simply observe your thoughts and behaviors without judgment. It's like watching a movie of your life. Notice the patterns, but don't try to change them yet. This awareness alone can be powerful. Many people report feeling a sense of relief just from acknowledging their patterns. Day 2 is about setting your intention. What do you want to achieve? Visualize your life free from addiction. How does it feel? What new opportunities open up? Write this vision down in vivid detail. On day 3, we combine awareness with intention. Start to notice the gap between your current behaviors and your vision. This isn't about self-criticism, but about identifying opportunities for change. Remember, these first 3 days are laying the foundation for everything that follows. It might feel slow, but trust the process. After all, even the mightiest skyscraper needs a solid foundation. Are you ready to build yours? Days 4-6. Elevated emotions and visualization. Welcome to the heart of the process. These 3 days are where the magic really happens. We're going to tap into the power of your emotions to supercharge your neural rewiring. Think about a time when you were incredibly happy or excited. Notice how vivid that memory is? That's because strong emotions act like neural superglue, making experiences stick in our brains. We're going to use this to our advantage. On day 4, start your day with a meditation focused on generating positive emotions. Feel gratitude, joy, and excitement for your new addiction-free life. This isn't just feel-good fluff. You're literally bathing your neurons in a cocktail of neurotransmitters that promote positive change. Day 5 is all about visualization. Remember that vision you created on day 2? It's time to bring it to life in your mind. Engage all your senses. What do you see, hear, feel, and even smell in this new reality? The more vivid your visualization, the more real it becomes to your brain. On day 6, we combine elevated emotions with visualization. As you imagine your new life, really feel the positive emotions associated with it. This powerful combination is like hitting the turbo boost on your neural rewiring. By the end of day 6, you might start noticing subtle shifts in your thoughts and behaviors. But the best is yet to come. Are you ready to solidify these changes and make them a permanent part of your new reality? Days 7-9. Reinforcement and integration. You've made it to the final stretch. These last 3 days are about cementing your new neural pathways and integrating them into your daily life. On day 7, reflect on the changes you've experienced so far. Have you noticed any differences in your thoughts or behaviors? Celebrate these wins, no matter how small. Remember, every positive change is a step towards your goal. Day 8 is about reinforcement. Return to the meditation and visualization practices from the previous days. But now imagine yourself easily overcoming challenges. See yourself effortlessly choosing your new, healthy behaviors over old addictive patterns. The final day is all about integration. How can you incorporate what you've learned into your daily routine? Maybe it's starting each day with a brief meditation or keeping a gratitude journal. The key is to make these practices a natural part of your life. As you complete this 9-day journey, remember that this is just the beginning. You've laid the groundwork for lasting change, but like any new skill, it requires practice and patience. So, how do you feel? Are you noticing any shifts in your thoughts or behaviors? Remember, change doesn't always come as a dramatic breakthrough. Sometimes it's the subtle shifts that lead to the most profound transformations. Key components of the reprogramming process. Now that we've walked through the 9-day process, let's zoom out and look at the key components that make this approach so effective. First up, meditation. This isn't about sitting cross-legged and chanting, unless that's your thing. It's about training your mind to focus and direct your thoughts. Think of it as a gym workout for your brain. Just as lifting weights builds muscle, regular meditation strengthens your ability to control your thoughts and emotions. Next, we have mindfulness practices. This is all about being present in the moment. How often do you find yourself on autopilot, reaching for that addictive substance or behavior without even thinking? Mindfulness breaks that automatic response, giving you the power to choose your actions consciously. Visualization is another crucial component. Remember, your brain doesn't always distinguish between real and vividly imagined experiences. By regularly visualizing your desired outcome, you're essentially giving your brain a blueprint for your new reality. Lastly, we have emotional regulation strategies. Addiction often stems from an attempt to escape uncomfortable emotions. By learning to manage your emotions effectively, you remove the need for that escape route. These components work together synergistically, each reinforcing the others. It's like a symphony. Each instrument is beautiful on its own, but together they create something truly magnificent. As we move forward, think about which of these components resonates most with you. Which one are you most excited to incorporate into your life? Remember, this process is about finding what works for you. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to rewiring your brain. Overcoming challenges and resistance. Let's be real for a moment. This journey won't always be smooth sailing. There will be challenges, moments of doubt, and times when that old addictive behavior seems impossibly tempting. But here's the thing. These challenges are not roadblocks. They're opportunities for growth. Think back to learning to ride a bike. Remember those wobbly first attempts, the scraped knees, the frustration? But with each fall, you learned something new. You adjusted your balance, gripped the handlebars differently, pedaled with more confidence. That's exactly what's happening in your brain right now. One common challenge is the "it's not working" mindset. You might not see dramatic changes right away and think it's all for nothing. But remember, neural rewiring is often subtle. It's like watching grass grow. You don't see it happening moment to moment, but suddenly you look up and your lawn is lush and green. Another hurdle is the pull of old habits. Your brain might try to convince you that just one won't hurt, or "I'll start again tomorrow." This is your old neural pathways fighting for survival. Recognize these thoughts for what they are. Not truth, but just old programming running its course. So, how do you stay committed? First, remind yourself why you started this journey. Connect with that vision of your addiction-free life. Feel the emotions associated with that vision. Let it fuel your determination. Second, be kind to yourself. If you slip up, don't beat yourself up. Instead, ask yourself what you can learn from the experience. Every failure is just feedback, showing you where you need to focus your efforts. Lastly, celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Did you resist a craving for 5 minutes longer than usual? That's progress. Did you catch yourself before automatically engaging in addictive behavior? Celebrate that awareness. Remember, every moment is a new opportunity to choose differently. Your past does not define your future. You have the power to rewrite your story, one neural connection at a time. So, are you ready to turn these challenges into stepping stones towards your new life? Real-life success stories. Let's take a moment to inspire ourselves with some real-life success stories. These aren't just feel-good tales. They're proof of the brain's incredible capacity for change. Meet Sarah, a 35-year-old marketing executive who had been struggling with alcohol addiction for years. She'd tried everything: support groups, therapy, even medication. But it wasn't until she discovered Dr. Dispenza's 9-day reprogramming method that things really clicked. It was like someone flipped a switch in my brain, Sarah says. For the first time, I felt in control. I could see my cravings for what they were, just old neural pathways firing. And I had the tools to create new, healthier pathways. Within weeks, Sarah noticed she was naturally reaching for a glass of water instead of wine after a stressful day. 6 months later, she ran her first marathon, something she never thought possible in her drinking days. Then there's Michael, a college student addicted to video games. His grades were slipping, his social life was non-existent, and he was on the verge of dropping out. The 9-day program was his last resort. The visualization exercises were a game changer for me, Michael recalls. I started imagining myself acing my exams, hanging out with friends, feeling proud of my accomplishments, and slowly, that imagined reality became my actual reality. Today, Michael is on the dean's list and has discovered a passion for rock climbing, a real-world adventure that gives him the same rush he used to get from gaming. These stories aren't unique. Thousands of people have used this method to break free from addictions ranging from substance abuse to social media addiction, from emotional eating to compulsive shopping. The common thread? They all realized that the power to change was within them all along. They just needed the right tools to tap into it. So, as we near the end of our journey together, ask yourself, what's your story going to be? How will you use these tools to rewrite your narrative? Remember, every great story has obstacles to overcome. The question is, are you ready to be the hero of your own story? Beyond the 9 days, maintaining your new neural pathways. Congratulations. You've made it through the intensive 9-day reprogramming process. But as any good gardener knows, planting the seeds is just the beginning. Now comes the equally important task of nurturing your new neural garden. Think of your brain as a bustling city. Over the past 9 days, you've been constructing new highways of healthy habits and behaviors. But just like a real city, without regular maintenance, these new roads can fall into disrepair, and traffic might start flowing back to those old addictive routes. So how do you maintain your brain's new infrastructure? First, make your new practices a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. Just as you wouldn't dream of skipping a shower or forgetting to brush your teeth, make time for your brain maintenance. This might mean starting each day with a short meditation or ending it with a gratitude practice. Maybe it's taking a mindful walk during your lunch break or doing a quick visualization exercise before an important meeting. The key is consistency. Remember those elevated emotions we talked about? Keep generating them regularly. Your brain thrives on positive emotions. They're like premium fuel for your neural pathways. Find ways to inject joy, gratitude, and excitement into your daily life. Also, stay curious and keep learning. Your brain loves novelty. Try new healthy activities, learn a new skill, or explore a new hobby. This not only reinforces your new neural pathways, but also creates additional ones, making your brain more flexible and resilient. And here's a pro tip. Teach what you've learned to others. Nothing cements knowledge quite like explaining it to someone else. Plus, you might inspire others to start their own journey of transformation. Lastly, be patient with yourself. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is a completely rewired brain. There might be days when old thought patterns resurface, When this happens, don't panic. Simply observe these thoughts without judgment and gently guide your mind back to your new, healthier pathways. Remember, every time you choose your new behaviors over old addictive patterns, you're strengthening those new neural connections. It's like doing reps in the gym. Each repetition makes you stronger. So, as we wrap up this journey together, I have one last question for you. How will you continue to cultivate and grow your new neural garden? What daily practices will you commit to? Remember, the power to shape your brain and your life is in your hands. Are you ready to wield that power and create the life you've always dreamed of? We've come a long way together, haven't we? From understanding the intricate workings of our neural pathways to learning how to consciously rewire them, we've embarked on a fascinating journey into the potential of the human brain. So, as we conclude, I want you to take a moment to imagine yourself a year from now. How does it feel to be free from the addiction that once held you back? What new opportunities have opened up for you? How has your life changed? Now, here's your final challenge. Make that vision a reality. You have the knowledge, you have the tools. All that's left is to take that first step. Remember, every journey begins with a single step. Your step might be setting your intention tonight or doing your first meditation tomorrow morning. Whatever it is, commit to it now. You have the power to rewrite your story. You have the power to reshape your brain. You have the power to transform your life. Are you ready to step into that power? The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Your journey to a new you begins now. What will your first step be?